Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Talking Bullion. Well, I made another purchase today of constitutional silver, and it's a rather large purchase. And when you hear what the price I paid was, you'll understand why I kicked in a little bit more money on this one. Just another fantastic deal. So we're going to take a look at what I bought, but I'm also going to take you through the steps I used to determine how much I should pay and how the whole process works for me. And maybe this process will work for you, maybe it won't, but I want to show you some of the tools I use to know what to offer and how much I want to pay. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so first of all, let's just get this stuff out of the Ziploc bags that we have here. We have some halves. We have some dimes, we have some more halves, and we have some quarters. So I got a message today through the Let Go app, and it said, hey, would you be interested in 3 rolls of halves, a roll of dimes, and 30 quarters? And I was like, sure, always interested. What's the price? So he sent back and he said he wanted $400 for it. And I knew pretty quick that was a pretty good deal just off of, spending so much time dealing with constitutional silver. But what I always do is, even when I just have my phone on me, I just use it through the internet, through the browser on the phone, as I go to a website called junksilverguide.com. So let's go ahead and take a look at that website. Okay, so here it is. And when you get here, I always just go to the silver calculators. You can just click on this top tab here. It'll take you there. And I almost always use just this top one right here. Now, I believe this pulls the spot price from JM Bullion, which is what I usually use to look at my spot price. But you can always go in here and just put in your own spot price as well if it changes or you think it's going to change. So first thing I do is I pull this up and I put in the quantity of what he's offering. So it was 50 dimes, it was 30 quarters, and it was 60 half dollars. You click the calculate button down here, and boom, you can see for each denomination how much it's worth. But right down here, I come down here and I see 445.86. Now this is the silver value. This is the melt value of the silver. And another thing I like to do is it shows you the total ounces right there and the face value. So what I do is I would then pull up my calculator. Let me put that on the screen here. So I use this number here, and let's say he wants $400. I take $400 and I divide it by 30.37, close enough. I can see right there that it's $13.17 an ounce. So I'm like, wow, that's a pretty fantastic deal, even with spot price being $14.68. That's basically $1.50 below spot, and I'm pretty happy with that. So what's been happening lately is this guy's been selling it to me for in the high 12s, so 12.81, 12.71, a little bit below $13 per ounce. So with that in mind, I'm expecting to get a little bit better deal. So what I do is I just come over here and I just play the numbers and I say, well, instead of 400, what if I paid 380 for it? So then I do 380 and I divide it by the 30.37. And that works out to $12.51. Now that's a fantastic deal. It's $20 less makes a big difference. And so because he has sold it to me for this in the past, and also we have quite a history, as you guys know who've been watching my videos, I've been buying off this guy for quite some time, and I've spent quite a bit of money with him. So I'm a great customer, and he acknowledges that. So I message him back and I say, hey, I would be willing to pay $380 for it. And he sends back and goes, fine, let's meet tonight. I'm like, wow, that is just a fantastic price. $12.51 per troy ounce. Just unbelievable, huh? So this is the site I used to get that quick number. Now I could figure it out in my head. I could do the face value. So right here it shows the face value being $42.50. So let's do $42.50. And for coins with wear on it, you'd multiply it by 0.715. This will tell you how much silver is in there. You can see here it comes out to 30.38, so 30.39, so it's real close. So if I didn't have this website available to me, that would be the quick way to do it as well. Now, one thing I want you to notice here is this website isn't just limited to here. This has got some great stuff. So what if the silver value is in face value and that's all you know? So you can come in here, you can put in the face value and do the calculation, and it shows you how much the silver value is. And so same thing we got up here. And so it's actually slightly different, even though they use the same spot price. Must be just a rounding error. Not really an error, but just the rounding. And you can see here, the guy even gives you the formula that he's using. Spot price times face value times 0.715. So those of you that know math know that you do the parentheses first. So you take the face value times 0.715 and you multiply it times the spot price. And that's how much the silver value is. So then there's another calculator. What is the silver value in troy ounces? So what if you just know the troy ounces? So there's another calculator, and again gives you the calculation down here. So you'll find this a lot on eBay. I think eBay tries to trick you a lot with ounces as opposed to troy ounces. So what if you know the standard ounces in 90% silver? So let's say somebody on eBay says, hey, I've got 3 ounces of silver. Put in a 3, calculate it, there's a silver value, $36.13, $36 worth of silver in there. So that's really nice if you're checking out eBay ads, because you'll see that a lot. And then how much premium did you pay for your junk silver? So let's look at this. So the spot price $14.68. The face value of the junk silver purchase was $42.5, and the amount I paid was $380. And we can calculate the premium. So I paid 15% under spot price for it. So that is really cool, huh? I really like this calculator. I don't use it much, but it's there if you need it. And then you can do the same calculator if you know the troy ounces. And then down here he gives you the calculation notes, how much, what's being used in the formulas. So I have to tell you, this is just a fantastic site. I would encourage you to use it if you're a junk silver fan like I am. Now another site that people can use, and a lot of people do use, is called CoinApps. So coinapps.com, they've got a lot of calculators on here as well. Here's the one that would be equivalent to the page we were just on. But why I don't use this one is they use the percent without wear. So they're using a different calculation. They're using 0.7234 instead of 0.715. So this website is assuming that the constitutional silver you're buying has no wear on it. And it's very unusual that you're going to get constitutional silver without wear. And if you are, you're going to pay quite a bit for it. Now there is some percentages here that you can put in there for amount of wear. But, you know, who knows how much that is. You might as well just go to the standard 0.715. So let's go and put in the same information from before. It was 60 halves. It was 30 quarters. And it doesn't really matter if you use Roosevelt or Mercury dimes. It all calculates it the same here. We'll do 50 dimes. And so you don't have to hit a calculate button here. It automatically calculates. So this says 448.56. And the other website said 445.86. So you can see there is a difference. This one's calculating higher because it thinks you have more silver in your coins. It's what, $3? But still, that makes a difference. It all adds up. Now, one of the nice things that this site has that the other one doesn't is this site gives you the ability to put in 40% Kennedys. So if we go back here to this other site, there's no room for 40% here. And that's okay with me because I don't buy 40% Kennedys. So that's why it's no big deal. But if somebody, you know, had a couple in there, I'd at least come over here. Let's get rid of these. And, you know, most 40%ers are in pretty good shape. They don't have a lot of wear on them. So at least if you put one in here, it tells you how much it's worth. So each 40%er right now in melt value is 2.16, $2.16. It tells you the troy ounces down here. Tells you the ounces, pounds, grams, kilos. And so let's go back. I forgot to show you those numbers with the information I had in there. So let's put in 60 halves again, 30 quarters again, and 50 dimes. You can see here, so it does show you the troy ounces. So 30.74, and over here we had 30.37. So you can see here it thinks that you have more silver than you probably really do. And it shows you the troy ounces, the pounds, the grams. So it's not saying there's not some good information on this website, and it's just different information. And again, a lot of people use it. It's a good site, but for me, my reference is this guy right here. Got it on my browser on my phone. Just pull up this first part right here, and boom, real quick, I know what I'm paying. So I did. I paid $380. So that's what, $65, almost $66 less than melt. So just a fantastic deal. I'm really, really happy with the deals I've been getting off this guy. So let's go back to the camera and take a look at this stuff here. So let's see what's in this big blue bottle. There's supposed to be 40 of them in here. Oh, 40 of them it is. Ooh, man, that was heavy. So I believe there's supposed to be 19 Kennedys. And here they are, 19 Kennedys. He didn't have the last one to make a full roll. So then there's going to be 21 other walkers, because he had to throw in an extra walker to make up for that missing Kennedy. So there we go, 40 of those. Oh man, love that sound. And then there's another 20 here. So these are all Franklin's, as you can see. Franklin. So these are all Franklin's. As you guys know, I take pictures of my real coins for the thumbnails. Those are not pulled off of Google or anything. Every thumbnail you see on every Constitutional Silver video is the real deal. Nothing's made up. So that's why I dump them out and then I put them back in when I'm done. Alright, so there's 60 half dollars, which works out to $30 face. And here's one of the things I'm trying to get more of. I'm trying to get some more quarters. But he doesn't have a lot of quarters, but you know, it gives me 30 at a time, 20 at a time, and you know, they make up a roll if I just, you know, get a couple purchases. But you guys can see that his Constitutional Silver does not have a lot of wear on it either. There's a 58 that's in good shape, a 56, another 58, 54. So you can see I'm not getting many slicks from this guy. This guy's giving me some good quality stuff. And I'm really, really happy about that. Really nice stuff. And let's spread this out a little bit, kind of even it up. And lastly, there should be 50 Roosevelts here. This one's got some toning on it. It's in good shape, it's just toned. Obviously sat there with something on top of it, it looks like. That's cool. So yeah, what do you guys think, huh? What a nice pile of Constitutional Silver, eh? Hey? Look at that. Is that a beaut or what? So I thought it'd be great to just take you through the process of what I go through and how I decide how much I should pay. And granted, I know you guys aren't going to be in a situation most times to get it for the price that I'm getting it for, but the principles stay the same. I'd still use the junksilverguide.com, and I'd pull it up, and let's say you want to just pay spot for it, or 20 cents or 30 cents above spot. It's really easy to calculate. So if we go back to the example here, let me bring the desktop back up again real quick, and we see this. You know that spot is 445, let's call it 446, and you know, maybe you'll want to offer, you know, if you pay, obviously if you pay $30 more, it's going to be a buck over spot. So if you pay $15 more, so let's say you offered them 460, then you'd be paying about 50 cents above spot. But what's good is that you have this silver weight. So let's say you're willing to give them $460. So let's take 460 and divide it by 30.37. So then you'd be paying $15.15 per ounce, which is what, you know, like I said, pretty close to 50 cents, a little bit less, 50 cents an ounce more. So you can really use this number and again, just work it like I did. Say, nah, I think that I don't want to pay that much. Instead of 460, let's go, 450. So 450 divided by 30.37. So now you're down to just, 13 cents over spot. So use this to your advantage. Use these tools to your advantage. And always know right off the top of your head how much you're going to pay. Now, I know some people like to do it by weight, and you certainly could do it that way. You could certainly throw the stuff on a scale and base it by how much it weighs. And then, in that case, if you're just going to throw it on a scale and do it by ounces, I would come down to this calculator down here and say, where's the ounces? What is the value in standard ounces? So if you threw it on a scale and it weighed, 10 ounces, then you would know how much it's worth that way. And you can see here the calculation's different. They use 0.9115 in their weight. So anyway, it's a pretty cool way to do it. It's a great tool to have right at your fingertips, and I would encourage you to use it. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, why don't you go ahead and do that now. And go ahead and hit that bell button while you're at it. Then you can be notified of any video that I post in the future. And also check out these videos that just popped up. I think you'll really enjoy them. And always remember, let's keep talking bullion.